Hi, and welcome to It's Time for Yarn. My name's Erica. Today we're taking a tour through my latest blankets. Stay tuned. So my first two blankets are actually kind of two for one. They are these blankets I've made from the Michaels Eco yarn, the tie-dye. This is two different ones. I did some striping here. This one makes me think of cotton candy, and this is a corner to corner. So I start in the corner and it gets bigger and bigger. Now I really controlled the colors to make even stripes throughout the whole blanket. Usually when you do a corner to corner, you might start in the corner and the stripe might be really wide, and then as you get to the middle, the stripes get skinnier and then they get wide again. But I wanted to control this, so I made this one. Reminds me of cotton candy. Love it. And then I made a second one with the teal and green. Now this one, I kind of was a little disappointed in myself because I ran out of the teal and the green, and then I went back to the store and was like, please have some more, at least one. I just need one of them, but they didn't. So the best I could find was this pink, which I like, and then I had a little bit left over of this kind of purpley from the other blanket, and so I used that on the corner. So I still like how it turned out, but it wasn't quite my vision. My vision was this teal tie-dye kind of vibe here, but this one has a little extra character, and that's okay. These are both corner to corners. They came along so nicely. This is a bulky 6, and I used my favorite hook, so the feeling of making these was just so smooth, soothing, so therapeutic. These are actually going to a pair of sisters. One is about 10, 11, she might be almost 12, I can't remember, but she's about that age group. She's getting this one, and then the younger one, who I think she just turned 7, she's getting this one, the cotton candy one. So love these. They actually live in Washington State. I'm here in Florida, so I've got to ship them quite a long way. But they are for my cousin's daughters. I have a cousin who's in the military and he's serving up there, so thank you for your service. And these are for his 2 daughters, and I'm excited to give them to them. When they were here going to Disney World, last time they were in Florida, I drove down to Orlando. I don't live that far, and visited with them, so it was really nice to hang out with my little cousins, and I just wanted to make them something special. So first two are corner to corners, easy stitch, easy to learn, very versatile. So this next blanket is actually going to the same home. My cousin's wife is pregnant with a little boy, so I naturally wanted to make him a baby blanket. So I stitched this up using the alpine stitch, so it's nice and textured on the front, and on the back it's nice and flat. It's warm and soft, and this is using the ice cream yarn, and I wasn't sure what border to do on this one, so I did just a white border at first, and I was like, oh, okay, white would look nice, it's great, but I don't really like doing white or light colors on the border because they get dirty when you're pulling on them and stuff, and it just didn't seem finished to me. So I was like, okay, well, I have a little bit of it left over, a little bit of the main body yarn left over, so let's add that to the trim. And so I did that, and I was like, I just didn't like the way it looked with just that. I'm like, I don't know. So then I added some gray, which was actually a suggestion from viewers when I was on Yarn Hookers with Hook to the Left and Mel. So I didn't even think of doing gray until they suggested it, the viewers. So I was like, you know what, let me give that a try. So I added the gray on there, and I was like, you know, I like it. That's just what it needed. So this is a beautiful alpine stitch, beautiful striping. I'm going to send that to that family. Now, I had to make blankets for the girls because there is no way I'm going to send a blanket to one child and not the other 2. So these 3 blankets will be mailed off pretty soon so that they can enjoy them. My next blanket is another baby blanket. I have a friend that I work with who is having a baby boy, and I decided I wanted to make her a blanket, and I am in love with how this turned out. The middle section here is a solid granny square, which I do have a tutorial for, so I'll link that down below if you're interested in making a solid granny square. This is Barcelona yarn. I got it on clearance and I enjoyed the colors and I liked working with it, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to start in the middle and get going until it runs out, and that's just going to be how big the blanket is. And that worked out great, but I did need a border. I was like, you know, it just doesn't look finished without a border. So I added a row of black, and it looked nice with just the row of black, but it didn't seem finished. I'm like, something's missing. So I added some gray here. This is actually a mixture of white and gray, because the gray I had was too dark, white was too light. It just didn't feel right with the look of the rest of the blanket. So I held the two together and did a row of those. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to do another row of black because I don't want to put the white on the edge. So I did another row of black, and all of a sudden I was inspired. I was like, you know what? This reminds me of a raccoon. How cute is that? A little raccoon. So, are you guys ready? Are you ready for this? I'm so tickled with myself. What? Look at this. Look at this. I went on Amazon and I found a little raccoon book to put with it. Oh, Little Raccoon's Sneaky Night. Now it's all wrapped up, so I haven't opened it and read or anything. I'm going to leave it wrapped up for her. But oh my gosh, I thought, look how adorable that is. Then I took it a step further because, you know, that's just the kind of person I am. Just going to go all the way. So, look at that. I am so excited. So excited to give her this with this blanket. I just thought it was adorable. So adorable. Now, I had a stuffed raccoon that I also ordered, but there was trouble with delivering it. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But it didn't get to me. Got sent back. Got a refund. Fine. And I haven't been able to find a raccoon that I like, so I probably just won't give her a stuffed raccoon. I'll just give her the little onesie and the book and the blanket and call it a day. But that was really inspiring to me. I was like, you know what? It would have been better if I had started with the raccoon inspiration and then gone from there. You know, they just kind of worked out that it made me think of a raccoon and everything was great. But, you know, I thought that would be a really great gift idea, is to find a stuffed animal or a shirt, something cutesy, and then theme the blanket colors and all that around that stuffed animal or that book or whatever it is that you found. So in the future, if I don't have word from the mother about what color scheme she wants, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a little book, a little stuffed animal, and go from there for making the blanket. And last but not least is this monster. This blanket is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, but I like it. I like that it's big. It could probably it will definitely easily fit on a twin size bed. This has been really nice to snuggle under as I'm finishing it. I used Red Heart Super Saver in primary stripes to make this. I do have a tutorial on this exact blanket, how to make this with color pooling. I explain how to get it to color pool. I have a whole series, so if you're interested in that, take a look. I recommend starting with the first video, going over color pooling basics, because there's a lot of kind of mathy things and kind of like understanding about the types of yarn and things like that it's always good to have the fundamentals down first before you start to give it a try. So if you don't have a good understanding of color pooling and how it works, I recommend watching that video first and then going on to the tutorial here. This tutorial will also work with neon stripes. I haven't tried any of the other ones, but I know that neon stripes and primary stripes certainly make this beautiful checkered pattern. I just added a simple black border. I could have made this thicker, but honestly, I'm like, look, I'm ready to move on to something else, and that border is thick enough. So that's good. Good for me. Good enough. I really enjoy how this came out. I have some friends with kids that to me, it's called primary stripes. So to me, this is really like a child's blanket. It's made for kids. So I might pass it on to a friend of mine who has boys that I feel like would really enjoy this.
I messed up on the Alabama blanket for Nico. It isn't square, so I sent a blue and gray one as well. I hope you guys like them. I love y'all, Erica Page.
She made those blankets by herself.
This one's Nico's.
That is so nice of someone taking time doing that for us. That is so beautiful. Look at that. That little spoiled Alabama guy. Let me see it. Oh,
Let me see, Daddy.
it's fine. Let me touch it. That is so sweet.
It is. It's adorable.
Oh, I wonder how she made them.
Who's that for?
Wow, so beautiful.
Who's
I
that
hope
for?
he doesn't spit on it. That's for Nico. Oh, that's when it is cold, for the cold winter here in this house. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh, I can't wait to see my banner. Whoa. And you got one more bigger than me.
Oh, wow,
got
that's
some pink in there,
beautiful. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful.
Can
It is
thank you?
really beautiful.
This one's Natalie.
No. It's mine.
Yours.
Yes. You silly goose. Let me get it.
It is
Oh,
so beautiful.
Thing weighs more than you do.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you, Cousin Erica.
You guys like the blankets? Isn't
Yes,
that
ma'am.
nice? So no one else has a blanket like that in the world.
What?
Yeah, it's a unique blanket because someone did it specifically for you guys. What do you say,
Baby
Carl?
Nico has his own little.
I say roll tide.
Are you gonna steal Baby Nico's blanket?
No, I'm gonna hold baby Nico inside this blanket.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below which blanket is your favorite. And remember, no matter what time it is, it's always time for yarn.